up, everyone? This is Draco Evolve back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news and speculation. It's slightly later than normal. Been working away, guys. Been working away, so I've been kind of struggling to keep up with some of the videos and the timing of the videos. But nonetheless, I'm back and I'm here to bring you three bit of news that's been happening over the last couple of days. Paul Pogba's transfer situation, Alexis Sanchez transfer situation, and Jadon Sancho transfer situation. So first and foremost, thank you to everyone who's been dropping by into my channel. Really appreciate you guys' support. If you like what you see, hit the like button, smash the sub button as well. It helps someone like myself to stay motivated and bring you guys contents like this, and going forward getting better and better based on you guys' feedback, of course. But let's dive straight in. Paul Pogba's brother, who has been interviewed by a French TV, I'm not 100% sure if it's French TV, but he has this to say, which is Matthias Pogba: "My brother wants to leave. He cannot do everything on his team. I cannot guarantee he'll be at Manchester United again this season until September 2nd. Anything can happen. Not impossible for Florentino." Florentino is obviously Real Madrid's president, isn't it? And he went on to say, "I like the Barca team better, but I don't know which Paul will prefer among Barca and Real. I think he'll prefer Real Madrid due to the fact that his idol is Zidane. It's not even a secret." But that's what Paul Pogba's brother had to say. It's black and white. It's direct quotes from him, that he wants to leave. Pogba wants to leave, and it's a fact. He wants to leave. He cannot guarantee, obviously, that Pogba will be at Manchester United come end of the transfer window, European transfer window, which is open till September 2nd. Someone like Florentino, obviously he needs to cough up a lot of money, and it's not impossible for Florentino. He has done it in the past. I think Madrid have spent like £200 million this season already, this summer, which is hell of a lot. Personally, for me, I've said it before and I said it again and again, Pogba's got 3 years to run on his contract. I don't believe we'll sell him because we will not have a chance to replace him. It's as simple as that, especially considering the fact that our window has shut down, isn't it? So that's what I feel about Pogba. He can throw a hump, he can throw whatever, as long as he's performing on the field and not spouting crap on social media. That's fine by me. Judging by his preseason, for me, and especially against Chelsea, he has been professional. He has performed well. He has done well. He looked like a happy chap. You've seen the training photos, training videos. You know, he was, and I've been to a Chelsea match. I was watching him closely, and you can see, you know, these things are not affecting him or letting it get to him and his performances. But we all know Paul Pogba, his biggest weakness is his consistency. He makes a couple of mistakes and his head drops. It's as simple as that. So I think the biggest test will come when there is a dip in his form. If he ends up still staying here, which I reckon he will, when there is a dip in his form and fans kind of get, you know, oh, like a groan or whatever towards him, that's when we'll see the actual Paul Pogba. Is it the Paul Pogba we're seeing now? Smiley, performing well, being professional. Is that all a show? You know, is that all a smoke? Compared to when we'll see him actually when he's not performing, see how he galvanizes himself and his team and outputs performances of the caliber that we've seen, especially against Chelsea. But this is the latest around Paul Pogba's situation. Obviously, we all know. Here's a theory I have. We all know at some point Pogba and his agent has been told to shut it. Madrid and United have done it, and there was numerous reports going around in the summer, especially when they were talking. You know, Raiola was coming out saying things, Pogba was saying things, and at what point it's quiet. Which obviously, if there's going to be a deal, they need to be kind of quiet about it and make sure that the clubs get on with the deal if there is a deal. But I reckon he's obviously not doing that, but he's using maybe his brother to kind of portray that message to everyone that yes, he still wants to leave. Yes, he is open to going to Barca or Real, and yes, anything can still happen until September the 2nd. I believe Paul Pogba came out not long ago after the last game. He came out and said that, you know, he's happy to be playing football, but everybody knows my feelings. Obviously, these are not his direct quotes, but somewhere around that line. So there you have it. That's the news around Paul Pogba. make sure you smash the like button if you feel Paul Pogba will stay this season, at the very least. Next up is the one that you guys been waiting. It is Jadon Sancho. So according to the Daily Mail, Sancho can leave next summer with Manchester United and City at the front of the queue. So this is what they had to write. Jadon Sancho is set to leave Borussia Dortmund next summer, with the German club already searching for the England star's replacement. The news will spark a scramble for his signature, with Europe's elite club, among them Manchester United and Manchester City, set to join the race for a 19-year-old forward who will cost in the excess of £100 million. Sportsmail understand that the Dortmund Chiefs have started looking for Sanchez's replacement, knowing that they will find it very difficult to keep the talented winger beyond the end of the season. So let's have a look at his stats before we get into the news bits, whatever. This is obviously last season stats, and I do understand that some of the stats that I've been putting out on the screen, as you can see, is from this current season, and you know, not everyone has played any games, so it's quite unfair. But in this case, I'll include Jadon Sancho's stats. So last season, he has played an overall game of 43 games, scoring 13 goals and 19 assists from the wings, and that is phenomenal. He plays predominantly on the right wing, with some matches he played on the left wing. So there you have it. That's Jadon Sancho's stats. Personally, for me, I think we were genuinely in for him this season. Last season, we were genuinely in for him, but problem happened was when we didn't qualify for the Champions League. I think if we had qualified for the Champions League, bang, we would have netted Jadon Sancho, in my opinion. I think Jadon Sancho, and there were numerous reports coming out of the summer that he would prefer to go to a club that has Champions League football. And fair play to the lad. I mean, Dortmund is currently, in its current state, a more stable team than us, and they are better than us. You know, as much as I had to say it, they are challenging for the Bundesliga, at the very least. They might not be too close with Bayern, and also going quite far in the Champions League, whereas we are kind of the other way, isn't it? So why would Jadon Sancho, who's only 19, who, you know, he can get a move anywhere he wants, so why would he want to leave Dortmund? I am kind of surprised that clubs like Madrid, especially when Madrid signing Hazard, fantastic player, but Jadon Sancho is only 19. He can give a lot more. Clubs like Barcelona, big clubs. Man City is another one. I don't understand why they didn't go for him. You understand why he didn't go, why United didn't go for him, or United did go for him, but he said, no Champions League, I'm not going. But surely the other clubs, if they did go for him, he would not say, oh, no Champions League, actually you have Champions League, you're a bigger club, I want to go. So it's just kind of, is there an agreement in the background that we don't know about? Is there an agreement? Has he spoken to Oli and the United Chiefs that, you know what, come to us like a gentleman's agreement, we will build a team, we need a right winger, you can definitely play on the right wing, United is a big club. He did come from Man City, whether he wants to go back to Man City as a youth, I'm not sure. And whether there's something around that little story, because it is quite strange that other clubs that is in the Champions League did not go for him, unless they've been quoted a ridiculous price. I mean, £100 million is a lot to pay for a 19-year-old, but he's proven. I mean, he's had phenomenal seasons. He had phenomenal goal scoring, assist. He's British, he's hardworking, he's pacey, he's the right wing. Perfect for our team. However, perfect number 7, isn't it? Do we even have a number 7? We don't even have a number 7, isn't it? So then maybe we held back that number 7 for someone like Jadon Sancho. So obviously this season will be quite interesting if we do qualify for the Champions League. Will we go for someone like Jadon Sancho? Does he fit all his vision? I reckon he does. I genuinely believe he does. He's hungry, he's 19-year-old, he's hardworking, he's pacey, he's got his British talent, he's a right winger that we need. I think he fits all his bills, unless there's something we don't know about in the background. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Do you think Jadon Sancho rejected us because we didn't go into the Champions League, according to some reports over the summer? Do you feel that Manchester United, if they qualify for the Champions League, they will go back in for Jadon Sancho? And do you feel his price will stay the same, or if he has another season like this, it's going to double his price, isn't it? But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Last and not least is Alexis Sanchez. So obviously If you watch the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference, he did come out and say, when asked what's the situation, Alexis Sanchez, and these are not direct quotes by the way, but he just said something along the lines of, he's been working hard behind the background, he's professional, his attitude is good, he can't wait to get back into the team. All the stuff that Ole needs to say, or a manager needs to say, to stop the newspapers kind of preying on all this little news. But in the background, I reckon we were trying to flog him out. But according to reports like this, and there has been some numerous reports that obviously Roma was interested in him, but United partially wanted to pay some wages, but Alexis Sanchez is not taking a pay cut, and you know, he's getting paid a lot of money. I don't think he'll get that anywhere else, but he's refusing to move. And there was obviously rumors going around that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer squashed in his press conference, saying that he has been dropped to the under-21s because, you know, Ole doesn't want him. That is false. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did come out and say in the press conference that it's not true. He is going to be part of the team. There will be chances if everybody performs well. But that's the latest around Alexis Sanchez potential transfer. In my opinion, I do believe that he's going to probably end up staying. I think he wants to fight. I think given the lack of striking options we have, especially selling Lukaku, the only real two strikers I see is Alexis Sanchez, Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial. Lingard is not really a striker. Mata is a number 10. James is still young. Greenwood is still young. So who else is there? You know, Alexis Sanchez is the only other one, really, isn't it? So I think he'll be drafted in. But obviously, if I just hope for his sake, he's such a talented guy, such a nice guy. For his sake, he has a good season, you know. He has a good season. He deserves to have a good season. He's not moaned that much. He just got on with it. He worked hard in the Copa America. He worked hard after Copa America. He's been doing extra sessions. I just hope for his sake he does well. But anyways, guys, do you feel that Alexis Sanchez should be given a chance? If he is given a chance, do you feel he will take up one of the spots for Manchester United in terms of Tai Chong's development, Angel Gomez's development, Mason Greenwood's development, those kind of players who plays on a similar or in and around that role as what Alexis Sanchez plays? But anyways, guys, watch out for tomorrow's video. I'll be dropping in the United preview, Manchester United and Crystal Palace, I believe, preview. And until then, I'll catch you guys next time, and stay Farafari.